It's really wonderful to be here today at the Brain-Restore World Café event, especially during Brain Cancer Awareness Month. The Brain-Restore project is co-funded with the HRB and Breakthrough Cancer Research through the Health Research Charities of Ireland and HRB co-funding scheme, which is a really important scheme whereby research, patient-focused research, is performed with patient at the core of the research questions. Brain-Restore centres on understanding the complex needs of those living with and beyond a brain tumour diagnosis. And understanding these complex needs is essential towards informing policy and guidelines and treatment of people with brain tumours so that their quality of life is optimised as well as their longevity, and that they can live the best life after a brain tumour diagnosis that they can. Here today we'll hear from lots of patients who exemplify both the needs and the living well beyond brain tumour diagnosis.
I'm very happy to join in with the Brain-Restore Café today. I think it's been very important to meet like-minded people, to make a change, to help families look after patients who have brain tumours. It's a very lonely place to be as a carer. You can feel quite abandoned.
I was diagnosed with brain tumour 11 years ago, so very happy to have gotten over those 11 years. And here today to find out where things are now and add that experience and life since that diagnosis. Hopefully for other people in the future, I'll be able to learn from my experience.
I'm delighted to be invited along to the World Café today to talk about this essential project that has been undertaken by the RCSI, looking and investigating what the needs, the rehabilitation needs of a brain tumour patient and the family member is very important, and for me to come and participate and help mould the future is very important.
I didn't know what to expect really when I came today, but it's been so beneficial. We all have gotten the opportunity to meet other AHPs and other professionals working in the area. We've also had the opportunity to meet some people with a lived experience of brain tumour in their history or in their present. And I feel like it's been super beneficial to get, everybody's perspectives and everybody's ideas all put together down on paper, and really just to network and link up with everyone and see how much great research and how many amazing things are being done for Brain Tumour Ireland and for people with brain tumours.
It's been a fantastic event so far. It's great as a researcher to be able to have discussions with clinicians, patients and other researchers as well, all with this shared goal.
Brain tumours are very, very scary, even just the phrase, the words themselves. They're terrifying. There's so much other news and stories to do with it. There's so much information to take in, visuals to see, that it's a very difficult time to hear and to go through. There's an awful lot of information there. It's great to see and hear about it, but it needs to slow down a little bit and remember that as a patient, you have to look after yourself and your family. Listen to what your doctors and medical team are saying. Don't be afraid to ask questions. You don't have to ask them there and then immediately. You can ask them a couple of weeks or months later. Those questions are never going to go away.
2 years ago, I fell down while I was loading the dishwasher in my parents' kitchen, and that led to the discovery of a brain tumour, which I had immediately had surgery, and a debulking surgery. So I've been through the system, and I'm here today to just talk about my experiences and hear about other people's experiences, and it's actually been quite cathartic for me, to know that it's not just me that's experiencing these things, and I'm looking to give a little bit back as well, for all the treatment I've received, and hopefully people who go through what I've gone through will have a better time in the future.
As a researcher in the area, it's fantastic to be able to have discussions with clinicians, researchers and patients in the area. It's a shared goal that we all have, and to be able to, this event has enabled those conversations, so it's brilliant to be able to come together to achieve a shared goal.
I think to better improve people's lives who are living with brain tumours, it's about information and addressing things like occupational therapy, getting back to a normal life. For me, the biggest thing is just to have a feeling of worth again, and not to be taking from the system, to give back to the system also, and not being a burden on society.
On reflection from today, thinking about ways to help people live well with a brain tumour diagnosis, it seems like accessing services is a huge one, and being aware of what services are available. So what came up a lot today was some people who have brain tumours aren't aware of the different services that they can access. So I think really trying to advertise and get the word out on the different therapies and different organisations that are offering some free therapies and some blocks that will help people in their overall quality of life.
I think that we can support people with brain tumours to live better. But the first thing I think is so important is to actually address their needs. And in doing so, we need to talk to the patients themselves and find out what their needs actually are. And from there, we can work together as a collaborative team to address those goals.
What I've learned was about the language we use, the healthcare language, which doesn't mean what we think it means to patients and their families, just how that language can be interpreted.
By taking part in the Brain-Restore project in the patient and public group, I feel I've made a little contribution. If I could make life a little bit easier for brain tumour sufferers and their families, I think I would be content.
For some people, they get bad news and they are sometimes referred to palliative care for services, and that can be a really scary time. I suppose I just love if people knew that those fears could be allayed somewhat, in the sense of we're very focused on what matters to the patient, what matters to them, and working towards their goals. One of our main things that we hold dear is that every person matters because of who they are, and you matter all the days of your life.